Have you ever wondered where the concept of the Irish pub originated? Well, let's take a journey back in time to the Middle Ages. In Ireland, a land of verdant hills and misty moors, the seeds of what we know today as the Irish pub were being sown. In these early days, pubs were more than just establishments serving ale. They were meeting places for locals and weary travelers alike, heartbeats of the communities they served. Imagine a place where the day's work could be discussed, stories exchanged, and news disseminated. The Irish pub was such a place, a hub of activity where the latest news was shared, and where tales of yore were spun into the wee hours of the night. Music, too, played a vital role in these establishments. The Irish have a rich tradition of storytelling through song, and the pub served as the stage. From lively jigs to poignant ballads, music was woven into the fabric of the Irish pub, echoing through the rafters and warming the hearts of those within. In the Middle Ages, the concept of alehouses and taverns was introduced. Alehouses were simple establishments, often run out of the owner's home, where patrons could enjoy a pint of home-brewed ale. Taverns, on the other hand, were a bit more upscale, offering not just ale but food and lodging as well. This was a time of change, and these establishments were the precursors to the modern Irish pub. They brought people together, creating a sense of community and camaraderie that still exists in Irish pubs today. The role of the Irish pub as a community centre, a place of storytelling, and a refuge for travellers set the stage for the evolution of these beloved establishments. The early origins of the Irish pub laid the groundwork for what these places would become, centres of community, culture, and conviviality. Thus, the foundation of the Irish pub was laid, a place of camaraderie, storytelling, and of course, a pint or two. As times changed, so did Irish pubs. Let's delve into their evolution. From the 17th to the 19th century, the rustic, homely Irish pub transformed significantly. As Ireland's socio-economic landscape evolved, so did the nature of its beloved pubs. They became more refined establishments, their charm and warmth intact, but now serving a broader selection of drinks. The 17th century witnessed the introduction of new spirits to the Irish pub's drink repertoire, most notably whiskey. This golden liquid quickly became a staple, weaving itself into the fabric of the Irish pub culture. Distilleries sprouted across the country, crafting unique flavours that would soon be savoured in every pub corner. In the 18th century, the variety of beverages grew even further. Imported wines and spirits from the continent started to grace the shelves of the Irish pubs, adding a dash of cosmopolitan taste to these traditionally local establishments. However, the 19th century brought a significant challenge to the Irish pubs, the temperance movement. As the wave of sobriety swept across Ireland, pubs had to adapt. Some started offering a wider variety of non-alcoholic beverages, and many began to emphasize their role as community hubs, rather than just drinking establishments. Throughout these changes, the Irish pub remained a cornerstone of the community. It was not just a place for a pint, but a gathering spot, a forum for discussion, and a stage for local musicians. The pub was where friends met, news was shared, and bonds were formed. Its evolution was not just about the changing drinks menu or the interior decor, but also about its role in the social fabric of Irish society. Irish pubs have always been more than just bars. They've been places of camaraderie, storytelling, and song. Even as they've evolved over the centuries, they've held on to these core values, ensuring that every visit to an Irish pub, whether in Dublin or New York, has that unique charm and warmth. Despite the changes, the Irish pub never lost its charm and spirit, continuing to be the beating heart of the community. Did you know that Irish pubs played a significant role in Ireland's fight for independence? Yes, you heard it right. As we delve deeper into the history of Irish pubs, we find them entwined with the threads of rebellion and revolution. These beloved establishments, known for their convivial atmosphere and hearty laughter, also served as clandestine meeting places for the revolutionaries of the early 20th century. As the Irish independence movement gained momentum, pubs became the epicenter of planning and plotting against British rule. In the dimly lit corners or behind the closed doors of private rooms, revolutionaries whispered plans of uprisings, their voices barely audible over the hum of pub chatter. The seemingly innocent chatter of patrons provided the perfect cover for these clandestine discussions. Now let's cast our minds to the Easter Rising of 1916, a seminal event in Irish history. Some pubs were not only meeting places, but also played a pivotal role in this uprising. Take, for instance, the Brazen Head in Dublin, reputedly Ireland's oldest pub. Its walls, if they could speak, would tell tales of revolutionaries huddled in secret meetings, planning the Easter Rising. Similarly, Vaughan's Hotel, another Dublin establishment, was the planning hub for the rebellion's logistics. Countess Markievicz, a key figure in the uprising, used the hotel as her base, cementing the pub's place in Irish history. Yet another historic pub, the Swan, also holds a special place in the annals of the Irish independence movement. Owned by a family deeply involved in the fight for freedom, it was a sanctuary for revolutionaries, a place where they could strategize in relative safety. From the lively banter to the clinking of glasses, the very essence of these pubs masked the pulsating undercurrent of rebellion. They became the heart and soul of the independence movement, providing a safe haven for those daring to dream of a free Ireland. From a place of merriment to a site of revolution, the Irish pub proved its versatility and importance in Irish society. As we raise our glasses to these historic establishments, let's not forget the pivotal role they played in shaping the Ireland we know today. In the 21st century, Irish pubs have spread far beyond the shores of Ireland. Let's explore their global influence. In the modern era, Irish pubs have become a global phenomenon. From Sydney to San Francisco, from Tokyo to Toronto, these warm, welcoming establishments can be found in every corner of the globe, becoming not just places to enjoy a pint, but symbols of Irish culture itself. Their popularity is not an accident. Stepping into an Irish pub, no matter where in the world, is like stepping into a piece of Ireland. The friendly atmosphere, the live traditional music, the hearty food, and, of course, the wide selection of Irish beers and spirits all contribute to an experience that feels uniquely Irish. But perhaps what sets Irish pubs apart the most is the sense of community they foster. In an increasingly digital world, these pubs offer a physical space where people can gather, share stories, and make connections. They serve as local hubs, where the young and the old, the locals and the tourists, the regulars and the newcomers, can all feel at home. And let's not forget the role of Irish pubs in celebrating and preserving Irish heritage. Many pubs host traditional Irish music sessions, known as sessions, where local musicians come together to play and share their love for Irish music. Others celebrate Irish holidays like St. Patrick's Day, with special events and promotions. Through these activities, Irish pubs keep the spirit of Irish culture alive, thousands of miles away from Ireland. In the past few decades, the influence of Irish pubs has even permeated the world of entertainment. They've been featured in movies, TV shows, and books, further cementing their status as cultural icons. From their humble beginnings in medieval Ireland to their global presence today, Irish pubs have become synonymous with a good time, a friendly environment, and a piece of Irish culture. The journey of Irish pubs is as rich and varied as the drinks they serve. From humble beginnings in ancient times, through their evolution and transformation, these establishments have become an integral part of Irish society and culture. They played a crucial role during the independence movement, serving as hubs of revolution. Today they've spread their charm globally, becoming symbols of camaraderie and good cheer. So next time you step into an Irish pub, remember, you're not just stepping into a bar, but a piece of history that's as inviting as a pint of Guinness.